Friday Night Baseball on the show, and we come your way from the Motor City of Detroit, Michigan. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Justin Verlander will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, guys, he won his 10th game of the season in his last start. We'll see how he does here.
Lorenzo Cain heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, number 6.
First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
And the thing about baseball is that each new day brings a new opportunity. So we'll see if these guys are up to the task here.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Upton's under it. Makes the play, 1 away. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, you know, they rely so heavily on stringing hits together. They haven't had a lot of extra base hit power. They need more of that if they're going to be successful on a daily basis.
Jarrod Dyson will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
And he falls behind 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Ian Kinsler, for me, is one of the most underrated second basemen in all of baseball. He's got great range, does a great job of positioning himself, always makes a routine play, makes acrobatic plays, turns the ball great at second base. He's a huge advantage for a pitching staff.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Upton on the move. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down against Verlander here in the first. Royals nothing. Tigers due up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Danny Duffy is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Kansas City. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, his whip is above league average. Been dependable, but does run into some trouble. So we'll see how he fares in this one.
And striding in is the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, now to get things rolling in the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Hit hard up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Cameron Maybin will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. Duffy sets. Here's the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Well, that's two batters and two hard-hit singles to start the bottom of the first. They are showing they are absolutely locked in on this guy.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in for the first time. Currently third in the league in RBIs.
Yeah, and what a year this guy's having, guys. Not only is he driving in a ton of runs, but he's also tops in the league in batting average and home runs. It's possible we could see a triple crown out of him this year.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. But fortunately here, no advance. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Eric Karros, we look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last two.
And they come into this one off a 500 homestand, which is not terrible, but nothing to get too excited about.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
First and second here with nobody out. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strikes, and there's one away. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers' starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, Steve?
Well, I think this one is going to be a great pitcher's duel, so you really need to take advantage of any scoring opportunities or any mistakes that may be handed to you. 1 or 2 runs might be enough to win it.
He's set. Here it comes. Victor Martinez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, my man Larry, he's solid. Rarely do many people get upset with his calling of the strike zone because it doesn't really seem like he favors any one part of the zone more than another.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. And with that, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, we've got the big man behind the plate, Salvador Perez. We all know what he means to this game, how he impacts it defensively, gives you a little pop on the offensive side, but most importantly, a clubhouse leader. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
J.D. Martinez will step in now. Currently 4th in the AL in RBIs, but with a chance to add to his total early on.
Yeah, and here we are right in the middle of the summer, and he just continues to have a great year driving in runs.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. There are the American League RBI leaders we just alluded to a moment ago. The 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And you get the sense that he's starting to figure things out. He lets the first 2 men of the inning reach. Now he's settled down, and he's close to getting out of this thing with a 0.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Tigers strand a pair. After 1, no score. Kendrys Morales makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Kendrys Morales.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Toward left center and fairly deep. Upton going back, and this one is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Royals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Good setup, and the circle change hits the spot. 0-1. No outs, nobody on. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, this one looked like one of EK's 4 irons. He just kind of shanks this thing right down the right field line, but he manages to drop it just inside the chalk line, and that's a thing of beauty.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 5 homers and a dozen RBIs. Runners off for second. Chopped weakly to the left. To Iglesias for 1. On to Cabrera, but it's too late, and they'll just get the 1.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch, and that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what, thank you very much.
Mike Moustakas steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Drilled down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Kinsler's there for it. 1 there. On to Cabrera at first. It's a twin killing, and the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Nick Castellanos gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak.
Number 30, Nick Castellanos.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Duffy has his sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a wasted pitch there. 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. You just can't seem to finish him off.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And remember, he's coming off a loss in his last start. So if he keeps doing things like walking the leadoff guy, he'll be in trouble here too.
Justin Upton gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Hosmer in foul ground. A quick out number 1.
Batting 8th, catcher, James McCann.
James McCann will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Lays off 1-0. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Jose Iglesias Steps in for the first time. One of those guys really needing something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go of it lately. In there at the knees, strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Gordon going back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Tigers leave 1. They trail this one 1-0. Alcides Escobar will stand in now. Still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
I'm not quite sure what that was all about. I don't think he knows either. That was almost in the on-deck circle.
Omar Infante.
Omar Infante to stand in. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Yeah, you know, as a pitcher, sometimes you can just say, hey, that one got away from me. It slipped. But I think that one would be a tough claim to make. This one definitely doesn't pass the eye test for me. I'm a little bit surprised that the home plate umpire's letting that thing go.
In now is Lorenzo Cain as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Runners on first with 1 down. And he misses again, 2-0.
And his command is starting to desert him a little bit here. You hate to hit a guy and then follow that up by falling behind the next hitter, but that's what we're seeing.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Whether this is intentional or not, you're not going to be long for this game if you hit back-to-back guys. Umpires, they tend to have a quick hook after that.
Here's Jarrod Dyson. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
First baseman number 35,
Eric Hosmer is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Runners are at first and second with one away. Lined hard toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. And a relay home. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Here's Kendrys Morales as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
First and second now, one man out. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. But foul.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Verlander pauses. Here's the 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Runners are at first and second with one away. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're two down.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with two strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. Two down, runners at first and second. In for a strike, it's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Has to be thinking strikeout here.
Nope,
and that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Two men are on with two men out. Hit hard to short. Iglesias is up with it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Royals out in front, 3-0. Ian Kinsler will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
It's great when he gets out there and get things going like he did. Really gets the rest of the team involved.
Grounded to third. Moustakas is there. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
1 gone here in the Detroit third, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Cameron Maybin. Into the windup and the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Hit out towards second. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
The first baseman, number 24, Miguel Cabrera.
Miguel Cabrera is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
2 out, nobody on. Three and 0 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Yeah, that's pretty clearly a pitch around. They didn't want any part of him. With the bases empty and 2 outs, walk's not the worst thing in the world.
Victor Martinez will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Ready on 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Detroit. Still down 3-0. Alex Gordon is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Verlander into his motion. Here's the pitch. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
And a good-looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Curveball, or maybe even the circle change there. 2-2 regardless.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Swing and a miss, and Gordon's down on strikes for out number 1.
Well, just an excellent sequence on the mound that time, and we're going to run you right back through it right here on Show Track. Now you're going to notice as the dots come up, the trend, pretty evident. Everything's going to be down around the knees or lower. Now the more you can stay out of any guy's wheelhouse, the better off you're going to be, and it worked perfectly right here.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. very weakly on the ground. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
Striding into the box, Alcides Escobar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Iglesias is there. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. Now let's see if the bats can come to life. They're down 3-0. J.D. Martinez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. A little bouncer. And he's set down, 1 away.
The third baseman, number 9, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Skied into straightaway right. Dyson will wait on it. And he's got it for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Settling in now, Justin Upton. He flew out in his last at-bat. And that's in there for strike one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. The 0-2 home. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And Hosmer will just look this one in, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail in this one 3-0. Omar Infante heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Second baseman, Omar Infante.
Verlander sets his sights. Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. The pitch count there. One pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
1-2, here it comes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Center fielder number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
Lorenzo Cain will get another shot, hit by a pitch his last time.
Yeah, I wonder if he rubbed it.
First offering on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1. To short. To his right, Iglesias in time to first, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 1, Jarrod Dyson.
Jarrod Dyson will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead, 0-1. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Bounced slowly back toward the mound. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. KC down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. James McCann will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Jose Iglesias is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Cain is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
One out now here in the Tiger 5th inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Danger here, as this is a guy who can make this a one-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
The 0-1 delivery. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A pause and the 0-2. Hit in the air out to left field. Gordon is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Center fielder number 4, Cameron Maybin.
Cameron Maybin will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
A runner on first with 2 away. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. The 1-2 pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2 out with the man at first. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Runner goes for second. Right side, hit hard. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning, but this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera, stands in, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Shot towards second. And that one zips on through as he was in position, but he couldn't knock it down. And the run is in to score from second.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
So striding in, Victor Martinez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. Line toward the alley in left center, and Gordon will make the catch to retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. Matt Vasgersian here as Eric Hosmer gets ready to start things out for Kansas City. Verlander gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Look out as this bat shatters on impact.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Shot back up the middle. Maybin is there, and he has it for the first out.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Kendrys Morales will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Pulled toward right center field. Maybin is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Salvador Perez steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Grounded to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Leading off the inning, J.D. Martinez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Action in that KC pen now as the right-hander's begun to loosen up. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
This is line to left. And Gordon's there to take it in for the first out.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at someone.
Nick Castellanos now. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Dribbled back toward the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 8.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
So 2 gone in the inning now, and here's Justin Upton. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Escobar is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They still trail it here 3-1. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. Royals leading this one as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do so, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Alex Gordon is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Verlander's ready. Here it is on 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and chopped up the middle. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
This is qualified for a quality start so far. 6 1/3 innings pitched, 3 runs allowed. Now, just needs a little help from the bats.
Into the box, Mike Moustakas. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Now a ball lined to the left side. Just foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. After it is Upton, but this will land untouched. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the Tiger bullpen. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
There you get a look at his pitches by inning so far. Really, the only bad one was that 3rd inning.
Alcides Escobar.
Alcides Escobar will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
And a good pitch there. It's a big front door curveball, and he had no way of opening up to it.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. That's popped up out towards short right field. Kinsler is there for it, and that retires the side. KC down in order, and it's still 3-1. James McCann steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Infante bare hands it. Got him.
Oh, love it. And, you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to short. Escobar fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Ian Kinsler gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
0-1 count and the pitch. And it's quickly 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. Score holds. It's 3-1. Omar Infante comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Second baseman, Omar Infante.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Any question in your guys' minds about bringing the starter back here for the 8th inning?
I would have thought 7 innings would have been enough, but knowing this guy, he may have talked his manager into letting him stay and go out there for one more inning.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive to left. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
Now batting, center fielder.
Yeah, and it's been a long time since they even had a base runner out there. You have to go all the way back to the 3rd inning to find the last one, and they've been stopped dead in their tracks ever since.
Lorenzo Cain will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Now the Tiger skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen. That'll end the evening for Justin Verlander. Gave him 7 pretty good innings here, but he'll head to the dugout in line for a loss. Bruce Rondon will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Bruce Rondon.
Lorenzo Cain will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base.
Here's a situation where there's a new reliever out there. You know he's going to be focused on getting ahead, and boom, you take off on the first pitch. Now you've really given him something to think about.
Hit in the air to right field. Moving under it, Martinez. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
And this fly ball will work almost like a sacrifice here. That'll move the guy up to third now with one out. Now, if they could just get another fly ball identical to that one, they'll be able to get themselves a run.
Jarrod Dyson strides forward now with a very important insurance run standing over at third.
Yeah, this one's been a well-played, close game, so that's a big run down there.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, a little looper over short. That's going to be enough to do the job. It's in there for a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
You know, guys, there's just no wrong way to drive in a run. This pitch is inside, and he doesn't barrel it up. But what he does is he gets just enough of it to drop this ball in there, and that's going to bring home the runner from third.
Eric Hosmer digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
Castellanos onto the grass. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
You see here on Show Track, that pitch up and in just ties him in knots. You leave that out over the plate, you'll be in trouble, but if you can locate there, things will be just fine.
Here's Kendrys Morales. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happened. Ball two. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Throw over to first, but the runner's back easily.
Keeping him close.
And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Maybin on the run. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Unfortunate there with two away. I think that runner's going to score from first base. But once the ball hops over the wall, it's kind of a moot point, and they're going to have to send him back to third base anyway.
Salvador Perez will step in. A ground out victim his last time. And ball four here on the intentional walk, so now they'll have a force at any base with two gone.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Alex Gordon comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach.
Yeah, and pretty much any glimmer of hope for those guys in the field would have to be gone if he comes through with a big knock right here.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. One run scores. The run scores from second. It's 6-1.
And you know, that one might be the one that breaks the camel's back right there. A 3-run deficit was going to be tough enough, but now it's up to 5 after that. And it might be about time to wave the white flag out there.
Mike Moustakas will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
From the stretch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Castellanos has got it, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Royals 6 and the Tigers 1. Cameron Maybin will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Duffy's ready. First pitch on its way. Turned on down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Cabrera. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Nobody out, runner on first. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Yeah, normally in a spot like this, when you're up a bunch of runs, you're just going to let that guy go. But here behind the plate, he thinks he's got a shot to throw him out. And I'll tell you, he almost did.
One and one, here it is. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Well, for Maybin, that's now 11 stolen bases for him on the campaign. And before the 2-1 pitch here, time called at home plate. No one out with a runner at second. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And another foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Infante there to make the play. 1 gone.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Victor Martinez will stand in for the 4th time now. Still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Hot shot towards the hole. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
J.D. Martinez will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Tap fouled at home plate. Runners are at first and third, one away. Tapped out in front of home. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And here, late in the game, you've got to lead, so no sense in trying to force a throw into second base there. Just take the out at first and move on.
Nick Castellanos stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Comes set. Now the pitch. In there, strike 1. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. That makes it a 6-2 game.
Well, this game isn't over yet, but they're at least able to tack a second run onto the scoreboard here. You never say never in this game, but this hole might be a little too deep to dig out of.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure his victory. Kelvin Herrera will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out. Justin Upton will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And there's ball 1. Looking to minimize the damage here. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Ready with the 1-2. And this one is past him, and that could be a run. Throw to the plate, and the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it there, as all of a sudden the inning is now over. Tigers get just the one. Ninth inning coming up. The Royals lead it 6-2. We're set for what's left of this one from Detroit as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. Alcides Escobar will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Alcides Escobar.
Alex Wilson will come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Alcides Escobar stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Line softly toward the hole, but right to Cabrera, and that's the first out.
That's a good pitch right there, inside part of the plate. Just too tardy of a swing to get the hands through the zone, and as a result, it's just a little humpback liner and an easy out.
Omar Infante to stand in, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. Here it comes. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Good start to the inning here out of the bullpen. After 3 runs came in to score last inning, they needed someone to come in here and slow that offense down a bit.
Lorenzo Cain will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Again, he sends it out of play. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now the 0-2 pitch. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And now this is foul tipped at the plate, and that appeared to catch a lot of the home plate umpire in the process. Hope he's all right down there. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-2. striding in to start the ninth, Justin Upton. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet. So we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Out in front of it, strike one. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Standing in now, James McCann. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. One out, nobody on. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air to right field. Dyson's there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Jose Iglesias makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Perez recovers on to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
And I think this is a good decision here to let the setup guy stay on to finish this one off. He goes out to pick up the rare save with an excellent effort.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Royals come out on top 6-2. Good night from Detroit.